My name is Martin McNish.
Throughout
You're joining
our
me here for
careers,
quantitative
we might
methods
find
1 and
ourselves
2.
in
And you're also going to see me again in session.
We're beginning our study session.
This is something I wish I knew during my level 1 exam. No one showed me. Okay, so actually I've learned this from one of my students when I was teaching them the CFA Level 1 curriculum. Okay, believe me or not, those very difficult calculations and formulas, like when you see in quant, and how the hell I remember that? Standard deviation, variances for a population, variance for a sample. You know that sample ones are divided by n minus 1 because of the degrees of freedom. The population ones are not. And this is the manual calculation, guys, that I used to do in my level 1. You don't have to anymore. This calculator also can do statistical function. Next slide, I'm going to surprise you even more. Trust me, guys. Let me show you. You'll thank me. Okay. First of all, like I said, this calculator works pretty much a lot like an Excel file. So look at this table. I have the returns of two stocks, stock X and Y, for many years, 3 different years. Stock X gives 4%, stock Y same year gave 8% return. X the next year got negative, stock Y was more negative. The next period when stock X gave 9%, stock Y gave 11%. Let's say they gave you this table in the exam and asked you calculate correlation. You're like, what the hell? I have to calculate covariance. I have to calculate standard deviation of X and Y, and then covariance divided by these two should give me the correlation. I don't have enough data. They can give you this number and ask you to calculate the standard deviation of X. You have to do these tedious calculations to find out those numbers. Not anymore. This table we can plug in the calculator. But I was also talking to a lot of other CFA teachers that some students find that, of course, they're mathematical genius, find that manually they can do even faster than the calculator. I don't think so. Let me show you. 2 buttons, secondary buttons, are extremely important. One is this data, this one. The other one is a stat. See, number 8. These two we're going to use. First of all, we're going to plug in the data. We're going to click second data, and we're going to clear the work if you had any work saved before. It says x01, my x0, first x is 4, then I'm going to do 4, tells you what to do, enter down, y01, pretty self-explanatory, 8, enter down, x02, negative 2.5, enter down, y02, negative 3.5, enter down, x03, 9, enter down, y03, 11, enter down. If you do more practice, you'll be faster. Okay, that's it. You don't have to click computer or anything. Go to the stat function, see the magic. Second, 8. That's one of the things you just have to remember. There are different settings for this. Sometimes you may not have lean in the screen, but that's what you're looking for. That lean means linear. But if lean is not there, if something weird is there, you can always do this. Second set, ln. My function is not logarithm. Second set, exponential. Second set, powered. Second, I don't even know what it means, but we will also use that in the next slide. Lean is the one that you need. So I've came back to lean. Then I'm just gonna click down. Look at this. N is 3. Yeah, I have 3 numbers for each X and Y. X bar, sample mean, voila, 3.5. SX, standard deviation of the sample. I think I've just calculated this, 5.77. If it was a population, sigma X is the population. Remember that. Go down, Y bar, 5.17. Amazing. Standard deviation is Y, 7.65. Population is standard deviation of Y. What's A? It's not in the slide, you don't need that, but just so that because I show you what it means, if you want to write an equation with these two, like running a regression for level 2 is very important. Like A is the intercept, B is the slope. It runs a simple regression for you guys. Can you imagine that? That A is the intercept, B is the slope. You may be able to calculate beta now from portfolio management if they give you a number. They will never do this. Like, this is only a 1.5 minute per question. But in real life, in other finance course, you can easily calculate beta by running the returns for the market and the extra return in the market and the stock. Keep going down. R is very handy. This R is the correlation, which is covariance of x and y divided by the standard deviations.